And Christopher, we were just talking about at the beginning of this hour how different terrorist groups are actually praising what happened in Paris. How tough is it to split these terrorist groups into clear groups? Is that too difficult?
Well, you know, at the top level of these groups, you can find all kinds of ideological differences. There are big differences between ISIS and Al-Qaeda, Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula and Boko Haram, Al-Qaeda in the Islamic Maghreb. All these groups have their own particular lines that they follow and are sometimes affiliated and are sometimes at odds. The Nusra Front, which is part of Al-Qaeda, as you know, has been fighting against ISIS on many fronts in Syria. So all of that is true, but when it comes right down to it, there is sympathy among jihadists. Let's not say Muslims, but among jihadists, there is definitely sympathy with the people who carried out the attacks against Charlie Hebdo and against the Jewish kosher grocery here in Paris, because that's right in line with the simplest kind of jihadist ideology, which is somebody offends the prophet, you kill them. If you are Jewish and identified with Israel and the occupation of Muslim Palestine, then you kill those people too. It's very simple, it's very brutal, there's really no reasoning with it. And that is exactly the line at the bottom level that Boko Haram and all these other groups take.
And Christopher, you know, we've been talking about this for some time, that the girlfriend of Koulibaly left from Madrid into Turkey. Now there are reports, one out of Madrid, one out of France, that Koulibaly may have spent some time in Spain. Do you think that this is part of the investigation that may be growing?
Well, it'll certainly be part of the investigation, really just like the 9/11 investigation or any of the others. They want to track down every path that these guys went down, every thread that they can possibly follow and spin out. They want to pursue, because among other things, they hope that by doing that, it will lead them to the identification of other cells or potential cells, individuals or groups who might try and carry out some sort of terrorist act in the future. Remember, these are not anonymous guys. These were not lone wolves. These were people that should have been on the radar, looming very large for French security and indeed for international security, and somehow people dropped the ball. They don't want to do that again.
Christopher Dickey in Paris, thank you. Pleasure to see you.